recording a podcast episode today. I hope everyone can hear me. All right. Say hi if you're here. I tried to rearrange my office a little bit so the lighting's better. I don't know if it was successful. Okay. So every day I work with women who have lost themselves in some way in life. And I've been there too. I've lost myself in mothering after so many years of changing diapers and wiping snot and finding myself more and more entrenched in everything that comes with running a household. I woke up one day and I said, wow, I've really lost myself. In fact, I've written whole posts about this. I think one is even called, I think I've lost myself in mothering. I'll link it in the episode notes. So if you're wondering if this person on the other side of your AirPods gets it, believe me, I do. I've been there. So if you're feeling lost in mothering or lost in middle age or lost in single momhood or lost in your marriage, I'm here to tell you that you may feel lost, but you can still find that part of you with spark, with drive, with confidence, with power. It's still there, and you don't have to stay lost. Because see, when I woke up that morning and I decided that while I love everything I'm doing, and I love being a mom, and I love mothering, and I also deserve better than a life where I'm simply surviving. And that was sort of the cycle that I found myself in. For me, over drinking ended up being a thing that, it was a thing. I don't know how else to say it, and I have other episodes about that. But I started loving drinking because I felt lost in other aspects of my life. And before I knew it, I was over drinking, and it was just like a thing. So I got that under control. And that was after several failed attempts, though, over the years, make no mistake. But after that, I just started charting out very intentionally what my ideal life looks like. And I help clients do that every day. If you need help with that, you know where to reach me. I have limited spots for private clients right now, but if you're interested, send me a DM. We can figure something out. And there's also more information on my site, shejustglows.com/coaching. So every other podcast episode lately, I'm sharing a favorite post that for some reason has really captured my heart or gotten a lot of clicks or reads or resonated with you guys. And this next one is just so beautiful. It's one of my favorites. Because if you feel like you've lost yourself in mothering, I want to remind you that you've also been doing a very, very important job for very, very important little people. And in their eyes, you are nothing short of superhuman. So this post is called, Dear Mom, You Are Stronger Than Superwoman. And I wrote it from the eyes of a toddler who believes that his mom can do all things, is capable of all things, and is the most gorgeous woman on the planet. And just for fun, as I was preparing these episode notes, even though this post isn't really about physical strength, as the title might imply, I was like, I want to Google some of those instances that you hear about. And it's almost like folklore. When a mom is so strong, she lifts a car off of her child. You know those stories? You're like, does that really even happen? Like, someone needs to research that. Someone needs to Google it. Okay, so I did. Okay, here's what I found. It's absolutely happened many times. In 1982, in Lawrenceville, Georgia, Angelo Cavallo lifted a 64 Chevy Impala off her teenage son after it had toppled on him while he was working on it. Another story, in 2012, 22-year-old Lauren Kernacki lifted a BMW 525i off her dad. The car had fallen from a jack on top of him, and she lifted the thing off of her father. In 2009, an 8-year-old boy was run over by a car, and 2 women, mothers, Donna McNamee and Abigail Scalolo, lifted the car off of him with the help of the boy's dad. Guess how much it weighed? 1.1 tons. So in these stories, these women use something that you could call hysterical strength. And that's actually a term, hysterical strength, which is exactly what it sounds like. They were in an urgent, perilous situation, like seeing their son under a car, and they summoned the strength of 10 men or more to lift the car and save their kid. So it's basically situations where the brain has told the body, you can do this and you will. And if you think about it, it makes sense. So when you exercise, for example, studies show that you stop exercising because the muscles are burning or you can't do it anymore or whatever. It's not actually because your body can't continue. It's because your brain has told your body that's enough. That's good. So in actuality, the scientists say we are so much stronger than we realize. But with this hysterical strength, the brain says, no, you will do this. And so these are just miraculous and 100% true stories that have happened that seem totally and absolutely impossible. Isn't that crazy? So whether it's lifting cars or getting yourself unstuck from the place you're in right now, I dare to believe that you are totally and absolutely capable of doing the impossible and the unthinkable. I believe that about you. And I got to tell you something else. No matter what, your little ones believe you're a hero, right? So I'm going to read, Dear Mom, you are stronger than Superwoman. And I hope it reminds you that you are so much more than you might think. Okay, you ready? I got to adjust this here. I just can't get these shots right. All right. I'll probably edit this part off in the episode. Okay, so here we go. So when I write posts, I usually start with some sort of a little intro. So this one's is, sometimes I wish I viewed myself through the eyes of my toddler. So today I took off my own self-critical lens and I thought about what my child would say about my worth. Dear Mom, you are stronger than Superwoman, more beautiful than a supermodel, and smarter than the smartest octonaut. You are the funniest person I know, and you are my best friend. If I could read, I would have seen that self-deprecating text you sent your friend, calling yourself names because you weren't able to get organized enough to decorate my preschool tote before the first day of school. I would remind you that when that day came, I bolted into my classroom with a sense of confidence and self-assurance that only you could instill in me. I didn't even look at my naked bag. When you picked me up from school, I hugged you so tight and started spilling out excited words faster than my mouth could keep up. I know you can't wait to hear every detail, and that makes me feel treasured. Your tummy that you told Daddy is fat is actually perfect. It's the place I lay my head when I want to feel secure, at peace, and taken care of. It has the perfect amount of warm padding that I need to feel safe when I'm scared, and calm when I'm upset, and relaxed when I'm tired. When you speak, you have a way of explaining things to me in our special language so that I understand exactly what you mean. Knowing that you know everything about me makes me feel special, loved, and cared for. You are not only my best friend, but my idol. Everything you do, I want to do too. I don't know yet that painting my nails is a kind of girly thing for me to do, but I see your candy-coated fingers and toes and want to be just like you. Maybe that's why timeouts are so devastating to me. When the number one person in my life is telling me she doesn't want to spend time with me, those 2 minutes can seem like a really long time. I love when your hair is down, You say it's a mess, but I say it's beautiful and silky. I love touching it over and over. I don't notice or care that it hasn't been washed in 2 days. I think you are the most beautiful when you wake up in the morning and smile. You are also the best cook ever. When you make hot dogs, you know the exact mustard I like. I feel secure because you know these things. I don't have to tell you. You make me feel so safe that sometimes I stop long enough to fall asleep in your arms. Come to think of it, you must have magical powers because no one else can do that. You're also very smart. You know when it's going to be dark soon, and you remember when I need to wear sunscreen. Your thighs are soft and they jiggle in all the places that are unique to you. I love that I can touch your thighs in a crowd and know that you are mine. Sometimes at home, I like to smack them and laugh as they jiggle. When we are at the store and we stop to talk to someone, I love when you run your fingers through my hair. It's your nervous fidget, and it makes me feel protected and cherished. Your skin with its wrinkles and moles is the most perfect skin I've ever seen. And your smell, you smell like baby wipes, Vaseline lotion, and sweat from playing with me outside. Holding you and inhaling your scent is the most comforting experience I have in my little world. In that moment, my entire world is right. You have no makeup on and puffy eyes, but I don't see any of that. I see the beady eyes that belong to only one person in this world. The first pair of eyes I ever saw when I was a baby, and after a few weeks could finally focus on the special person who cherished me, prayed over me, and was with me day and night. The eyes that know me better than anyone else. And behind them, a love for me that I know will never cease. Mom, you are so many things. My protector, my cuddler, my chauffeur, my cook, my confidant, my ultimate teacher. Sure, I haven't really known anything else, but I really do believe you are perfect in every way. Hypothetically yours, your toddler. P.S. But maybe one thing you could work on is cutting down on the Real Housewives. More time for Care Bears, you know. Oh, that was so fun to read. Hope you guys